Hi, it's John Flynn. Today we're going to talk about what is the best time to discount your goods and services. The answer is a resounding never. Never is a good time to discount your goods and services. You should be at this point or at any point be comfortable in your niche of goods and services, that you are a resource in your community and you are providing a services that is respected and in your community. And if you're following any of my particular suggestions, and you could look at this YouTube channel or a podcast or, whatever, or the consulting. I'm not pushing the consulting, but if you're talking to me on the consulting level, that you are in the top echelons of your particular community. So what you are bringing to them is a incredibly high-end product or service, and they should be incredibly pleased with what you are providing, and thus you should never be in the situation where you are contemplating discounting your goods or services. Never. Now, I know we all need money sometimes or all the time, okay? That's definitely true, all right? But, in a sense that nothing but bad things can happen on multiple levels once you start discounting your goods and services, all right? It just becomes a spiral of bad, disastrous things, which, we can get into at a later time, but I mean, it's just not good. In fact, any entrepreneur I've worked with, I don't remember any case of entrepreneurs that I've worked with that have I've looked at and I've gone back to them after analysis and said, oh yes, you need to discount your goods and services. In fact, the vast majority of time I have said to them, you are charging too little. You are not charging enough money for your goods and services. The vast majority of the time I have said that. So, I don't see that happen. It's just the fear of which we all have of not getting customers in and being, going out of business, which is just an irrational fear, but, it's scary right now, especially, as I'm recording this, was in the throes of the pandemic, so, it's very petrifying. But on the other hand, if you are, doing the steps of servicing your niche and you are, not trying to be all things to all people, then, you're on a good path of, reaching the people you need to reach. If you're doing email outreach, if you're doing PPC, local PPC, if you're doing local SEO, if you're doing some other basic tools that I have talked about and a lot of other people have talked about, then you should be on the path of reaching some point of seeing some success in that level. So, but discounting your goods and services is not a way to successful entrepreneurship. It's not, and it's if anything, a greatly negative way of hurting your business, because one of these things that killed The big box stores was the 1 day sale. Like Macy's or something would have the 1 day sale, and yes, they had a huge amount of traffic for the 1 day sale. But what happens is that the consumer realized they wouldn't buy things until the next 1 day sale. So retail activity slowed significantly until the next 1 day sale. Or Bed Bath and Beyond had the little 15%, 20% mailed coupons, which, who would go to Bed Bath and Beyond unless you had one of those things? Well, Bed Bath and Beyond just announced that they're going to cut back on that 20%, mailer, which, good luck with that, because people are just going to, wait longer for the, nobody's going to walk in Bed Bath and Beyond with that 20%. And without that 20% coupon, that's crazy. So, I mean, if you're going to train the consumer, right, to not come to your establishment unless you have a discount, that's what they're going to do. That's major retail. But if you've developed a niche, right, if you have a niche and you've developed a niche that you provide incredible goods and services for that niche, and they're appreciative of it because not many people do in that niche. And now we're dealing with a world economy, right, that, you can reach to, you could reach on multiple levels. But even if you can't, and you deal with on a local 10-mile level, then you have so many options as a small business to be, so flexible, which is the beauty part about it. There's no reason to go that direction, right? To make yourself aware to the people you need to wear by offering, less money, right? There's other ways, as we talked about, email lists, advertising maybe, to get on the email list to provide content, and education, not discounts or selling something, right? That's the worst thing you can do. So, the answer to the question, when is the best time to offer a discount to your goods and services? And the answer is never. John Flynn.